Hello and welcome back to another day on Court Farm Country Park. Today is gonna be a busy episode. Let me turn the lights off while I leave the house. Because we do have a field of barley to harvest. So that is exciting, and before that I do want to sell the milk that I collected, and I do need to get the forklift home. Because we do need it. Now, if I remember correctly, the cows have produced 9,000 liters, so that means we can fit all in one truck, so without the trailer. And I'm going to disconnect it. I'm going to park it at the usual site where we have the truck, and I'm gonna disconnect the trailer because I don't need to go with the whole tandem thing. Okay, it is difficult to see because it's September and days are already getting shorter. Wow, I have just noticed. Look at the headlights while I'm moving the steering wheel. It actually has dynamic headlights. That is awesome. And the slurry pit is also getting very full. So that's another thing that I'm gonna have to tackle. Okay. I have to move the truck just a little bit more back. Yeah, that should do it. Now let's unhook the trailer. Let me open the milk truck and refill it. Okay, now close the truck. And I'm going to sell the milk off screen. So the best price is at 228. Okay, it looks like at the Folly Down stores. So I'm gonna take that to the sell point. And I will be back ready to go to the... Okay, the Folly Down stores are over here. Yeah, I'm gonna be back ready to go pick up the forklift, because I do need to move the wool that has accumulated, and I do need to move the fabric, I think, to the tailor shop. So yeah, today is gonna be a very busy episode. Okay, we got around 21,500 for the milk. Now back to the farm. So it's developing into a beautiful morning. Just look at this sunrise. Very, very nice. Such a fresh morning. The truck needs to go back into its parking space. And I have to take a tractor to the stores to pick up the forklift. Yeah, I can't really see. think that's gonna be good. Is it good? It is. Will I be needing to feed the cows? If I have to, maybe. But do I even have the... what's it called? The silage ready? I don't think I do. So all the other animals are doing good except the pigs. They do need to get some feed. Okay, the silage is around halfway there. And I have to find the John Deere. I think it's in here. Oh, the rhymes. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Deere because the forklift is heavy. And I do want a heavy and strong tractor to be able to pull it. I could go with the Massey Ferguson. It's also a very heavy tractor, but it doesn't have the beacon, you know. And for transport like this, when you take different vehicles down the road, you do need to have a beacon, because safety is the highest concern. Looks like we have 2 bales of wool ready to be processed, and it looks like I do have 1 pallet of fabric ready to be taken to the tailor shop, which is exciting news because this is going to be the first product from our tailor shop, so we're gonna start production. This is the moment we have been building towards for a long time now. And here we are at the shop. I did have to pay around £900 for leasing of the low loader, with which we're gonna transport the forklift back home. It's a Mustang. It's a Mustang, yeah. Look at that decals. Good. Let me take the... Okay, now the question is, can I put them closer together? And the answer is no. They are fixed. Now the other question, will I be able to fit our new to us, forklift on this trailer? Otherwise I will have to get another. Yeah, no. Maybe if I try harder. Yes. Working. What about the rear wheels? And I've made a mess. Yeah, one of the wheels is in the air. Okay. Let me try and get the forklift off. In hindsight, this was not the best choice of low loader. So I am gonna go and speak with the store manager if we can exchange it for something a bit smaller. That's awkward. Okay, I'll be right back. Take 2. I have been informed this is a more appropriate trailer for the operation I want to do, because I believe it does have the adjustable ramps. So this should be a lot better. Let me see. Okay, the ramps are already a lot more forklift spaced. I want to lift this because I don't want to get stuck. And now let me slowly, let me just check if this is too narrow. Now yes it is, so I do need to adjust a bit. Okay, something like this. Do I have the beacon? I do. I will keep it running. Even if I empty the battery, there's no worry because I can always refill it back at the farm. Yeah, it's a bit heavy. Let me see if I can scoot just a little bit more to the front, so the weight distribution is better spaced. Yeah, this is not gonna move. Put the straps on, the load is a bit better distributed, and here we go. Our purchase from what, 3 or 4 episodes ago. I'm finally bringing it home. I have to be honest, I haven't really transported anything like this before in my life. So I have to be extra careful not to make any stupid mistakes, you know. When you're not aware what can go wrong, you can make a mistake very easily, and it's better to avoid things like that, yeah. Looks like it's shuffling a bit. It's not staying straight on the trailer, which is concerning. Okay, safely back at the farm. I will unload the forklift over here, and I will go pick up the wool straight away. Okay, let me turn the tractor off. For now, I will keep the trailer attached because I do need to return it back to the store. And I want to talk about this forklift for a bit. You can see the blue spot when I reverse. This is a safety feature, and it's a light mounted over here. And it turns on every time I put in reverse, and it's showing that I'm reversing. That's one thing. And the other thing is, if I go around corners, you can see the blue light before the forklift comes around the corner, and you can safely get out of the way. So this is one neat feature. And another neat feature I have noticed is that this forklift has double front forks. And if I understand this correctly, I can expand them and take 2 pallets at the same time, side by side. So I'm gonna take that theory to test now. Okay, this is the button that widens it. Yeah, and if I go up front, you can see I have for 2 pallets. Now I'm not sure if this is really designed for 2 pallets or it's just for loading wider pallets. Because yeah, maybe, you know, for loading wood and stuff like that, which is it uses longer pallets, because I don't think, yeah, that's the closest I can get to the edge, and it leaves very little space. Yeah, I can't fit two. Okay, so the neat feature is actually for loading wood and stuff like that. Good to know. But anyway, I am going to load these two wool pallets. Maybe I can stack them one in front of the other. I'm not sure if the forks are long enough for this. Okay, it seems to be holding. I need to make a road or a path, something paved over here, so I can safely navigate with the forklift. It's not advisable to drive off-road with forklifts because they have very stiff suspension and they sink, because they are heavy. They sink into soft ground and it can get stuck like nothing you have ever seen. It's really hard to get them out. And I think that I have to put the wool down over here, these gates. And that's correct. Now to pick up the fabric, okay, careful not to damage anything. So this is the first pallet of fabric produced in this spinnery. Now let me take a look at it while I'm out here in the sunshine. Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's start with the fabric production. Exciting. Now where is the intake point? Is it over here? This is all new to me. And it doesn't look like it's here. This is probably the output point. So let's go around this side and maybe this is going to be the intake point. Okay, give me a second. As it turns out, the intake point is over here. And over here is the... Okay, I'm going to... This is not active, this is active. So I have... Oh, this is spinnery, tailor shop. Yes. I have almost 1,000 liters of fabric, and it's going to make 500 liters of clothes. So it takes 2 fabric to produce 1 piece of clothes. And that means we need 2 pallets. Let me just check how the spinnery is going. Yeah, we have more than half of a pallet, so we're gonna need 2 of these pallets of fabric to produce 1 pallet of clothes. Awesome. I think I'm gonna park the forklift over at the spinnery, because this is the next thing that it's going to need the forklift services. I should build a small shed or something to keep it on the cover, but it's gonna be good here for now. Awesome. Okay, so this is the first part done. I will return the trailer off screen and I will prepare for the harvest of our barley field. It's convenient to have this sort of a roundabout so I can turn around and go back to the store. Well, I'll see you when I'm returning to the farm. And while I'm still in the John Deere, I am going to hook up the trailer, because I'm definitely going to need it to transport the barley off the field. And my voice cracked. Still hadn't had my morning coffee. And I think I'm going to take the trailer straight up to the field. This axis is a very convenient thing because it has so much space to hook up the header, to put your implements, you know, to wait with the tractor. So it can stay here, and the next thing I need, I'm gonna take the class tractor and bring the header over, and then the combine. Yeah, I'm having much too heavy gears for starting up. I have noticed that the John Deere is gonna need a service, and possibly some other machines too. But this class tractor only needs refueling, so that should be very easy to achieve. Yeah, I have been looking at the horses. I have to show you something. It's very interesting because I was thoroughly surprised. I believe we had one male, I mean 2 female and 2 male horses, but it turns out we had 3 female horses. I'm gonna show you. Although the names are not coinciding with gender. So Jacob is almost 20% pregnant, so 20% through pregnancy. I have thought that the Jacob is a male. Rocky is a male. He doesn't have even capacity to be pregnant. And Ruby, okay, this is good, and Mackenzie is also good, but Jacob, I thought Jacob was a male horse. So yeah, figure that. I did block the combine in just a little bit. Nothing to worry because I can very easily take it out. And while I'm here with the bucket, let me pick up the chaff. There's just a little bit more left over here. Good, that should be it. Our humongous bunker of silage. Yeah, that was a feat. That was a feat getting all that in there and compacted, and yeah, I was thoroughly tired after this. job. Parked too close to the pillar. I couldn't get out. You can get out. Come on. Got caught in my own shed. And it's an open shed for that, you know. Even worse. So this harvesting is probably going to take the whole day. And if I check the forecast, it is going to be sunny all day and rain in the evening. I hope it dries up, because straw is can be in the rain or in the wet for a bit, but not for too long. Just listen to this noise. Man, I love the sound of the combines. They have so different engine sounds, even though it's a normal combustion engine, but it sounds so differently than a normal tractor or truck. And I haven't figured out yet why is that. Listen to it. Okay, let me open up the combine. I'm just gonna go over this bush. Okay, so for this job I will have the help of our landlord Zach, because this would be too much to do on my own, too much running around, because barley is a high yielding crop and it's probably gonna give us a lot of liters of cubic meters of grain to put away. So let me check if I have the straw enabled. I do. I don't want the choppers on. And I think we can happily start. So first let me start the header. Wait for a bit so it spins up to its designated RPM. Let me start the thrasher unit. And wait for a bit so that spins up. Spools up. I think the spool is a better word. And put the header down. Go. So I was reading, let me turn the lights on. I was reading about on the internet that the perfect height for this rotary wheel, so for the comb, is so it barely touches the tops of the grain. Just so it pushes a bit inside, so the grain falls head first after it's cut, and it's getting picked up head first into the thrasher unit. Alright, we're getting a decent pace of 3 kilometers per hour, which I think is decent for a crop of this density. And this is gonna take us, yeah, a whole day. And I'm already at 10% capacity of our grain hopper. Good. Alright, I won't bore you with sitting with me on this one. As I said, this is going to be a very long job. So I am probably gonna show you, but excuse me, but I have just noticed how cool the waving is of the crop in the wind. Can you see that? Maybe if I take the drone outside. Yeah, can you see the waving of the field? That is such a neat feature. That's so beautiful. And also realistic. Yeah, so I'm going to skip most of this work. Just gonna show you a few clips, maybe even sped up clips. But yeah. See you soon. So I have made around 3/4 of the field edge of the headland, and I am more than 70% full. As you can see, the grain tank at the back is filling quickly. So I think I am not gonna make it around the whole field, because I have started over there. Maybe you can see the John Deere just at the top of the field. That's where I started, and I went all around and ended up here, and I already have more than 6,000 liters of barley in the combine. Yeah, but looking at the size of this field, I am going to need a bigger combine also, not just grassland equipment. So yeah, it looks like I will have to earn a lot more money to be able to afford all the upgrades I actually need. So 90%, I don't think I'll be able to get to the triangle over there. 93%, yeah, nah, no way. So in case like this, because I'm so close to the edge of the field and there's a hedge, there's no space to put the tractor, I will have to stop before I'm completely full and make a cut. So like this. I have to reverse and make a cut into the field to the right just to be able to unload. Let me put the auger out. And I think I'll be able to reach it with the tractor now. Yeah, this is the trick, how you can unload in a field when you are close to the hedge or the edge. Yeah. So I am going to manually do the headland or two, maybe 3, and then I will leave Zach to go up and down the field, and I will be carting the grain off, because otherwise I will be jumping to and from the combine, and the combine would it waits a lot, you know. Right now it's just sitting in the field doing nothing while it waits for us to come and unload. And this is not optimal, because with a field like this and with so much to do, you do want to be as efficient as possible with time. Okay, I actually managed to get the tractor through there. That was a tight fit. Okay. Yeah, I will destroy a little bit of crop. But I think it's gonna be okay. Okay, and we're unloading. Yeah, so you do want to keep the combine moving, otherwise you will be in the field for too long, and there is rain forecasted for this evening and I need to be done before that. Before dusk, before the end of the day. Otherwise this class combine is performing really well, but it's kind of small. With that small header we can get it done, but it's a pain. It's a huge pain. Let me get this a little bit out of the way. Now let's return to our previous. Alright, I was able to get all in. Let me put the auger in so I don't forget. I do not want to get caught on any trees, branches or bush and damage that, because then I will be definitely unable to unload on the fly. Yeah, so this is going to be my day for the foreseen future. As I said, I will show a few clips here and there, maybe a few interesting things, maybe a full trailer when I take it to the grain silo, and yeah, we will store the grain because I think the best price is later on in the year, and I do want to wait for that. Almost made a full circle now. And I don't think I'll be quite able to reach the trailer. No, I'm gonna wait here. But this was almost a full circle. So this is load number 2. And load number 3. Then I will just finish up to the top of the field. And then I will ask Zach to start doing the harvesting, and I will be the cartman. I think 3 rows are plenty of space to turn around, so yeah, that was the general idea. Looks like we are gonna barely fit every 3 loads into one trailer, maybe not even that. I need to reverse a bit, load at the back. Alright, so 3 and a bit loads from the combine go to one trailer. Good. Just a few meters left and we will leave the driver's seat Zach. I don't know why the combine was managing only 3 kilometers per hour at the beginning, but it's doing a solid 8 at the moment, so yeah, good. Okay, and Zach took over. He does have his own routine because he likes to go on the, how should I say, the least gradient amount axis, but yeah, there is a whole lot of field left for us to harvest. So I have done 3 rows around the headland and I already have a full trailer. Almost full. 22,500 liters. And the engine struggles, yeah, no. I have to leave it in lower range. As I was saying earlier in this episode, the John Deere is in need of a service because it cut out on me when I was doing the silage, and it now cut out again. The engine just stops. So yeah, it's gonna have to go to get some service done. If it's just a clogged filter or something like that, I can fix it myself, but otherwise I will need to take it to the service shop, which is not great, but such is life, you know. Yeah, nah, too heavy. This trailer must be really heavy. If the John Deere, that's the strongest tractor we have, struggles like this. Now let me check, do I have the unload grain door? Yes. If I have it on the regular door, I would spill everything. The grain door, I just open this little hatch and it goes straight into the pickup, and it doesn't spill over. So yeah, that's a genius solution for trailers like this, because if I would open the whole back gate, I would spill some left, some right, and that would not be good. But it does take a lot longer to unload than if I would just open the gates, of course. Okay, so I think I will end the episode here because this is running quite long already, and I have only just made a small dent in the field. Climb on top of this. Yeah, that's a big field, and Zach already has almost a full tank, so I gotta hurry back. So I think I'm gonna leave you here, and I wish everything good for you, and see you next time when we finish the field and probably start baling.